If someone was to ask me, say, what would I say if they said, how do you know that there's only one God instead of many gods or multiple gods? I think my immediate response is, if you subscribe either in actuality or hypothetically to the notion of polytheism, you got to overcome more challenges than someone who's monotheistic. And what I mean by that is this, and to me it's a simple but profound truth. No matter what diversity we look at things in nature, no matter what number of things we observe in the material world, if we were to put them under a microscope, all of them would break down to atoms, which would break down or be comprised of subatomic particles, and those would be comprised of such things like quarks and so forth, that I refer to as quantum entities, as best as we can observe. So therefore, everything in the material world holds together at the rudimentary makeup of things. Everything in the material world holds together at that commonality of essence. Now, if there were multiple gods, and understand I'm addressing the fact that one of the most commonly accepted and understood theistic claims of the attributes of God is that He's the creator of the world. He's the creator of the material world. Now, if that holds true, understand that if one says that there's multiple gods, then there should be multiple creators. In order for there to be multiple creators, there has to be multiple minds. Now, if that were true, then it would be reasonable and expected, I think, that there would be differences in the world at the rudimentary level. Like there should be something counterwise. I don't know whether to say equal opposite, but some type of counterpart to atoms, some type of counterpart to subatomic particles, or some type of counterpart to quantum entities like quarks and so forth, or an entirely different platform of existence that didn't include atoms, subatomic particles, or quantum entities. But we don't see either of those cases. We see that everything in the material world, so far as we can access it, holds together at that commonality that they are made of pre-atomic to atomic structure. Everything in the material world. So for everything, despite all of its diversity when it comes to being complex entities, if you will, if all of them are bound in common at the rudimentary makeup level, at the essential level, then that strikes me that these diversity of existential things, like such as, for example, the difference between a tree, a rock, and a human being, and so forth, they as complex entities are diverse, but at the makeup level, at the essence level, all of us are atomic, that come from pre-atomic entities. That strikes me that everything in the world, because they are held together with such commonality at the most basic level of existence, that these things came up out of one mind as opposed to many, because we don't see counterparts to the elementary principles, and we do not see entirely differing platforms of existential makeup. Neither one. So that's is proof positive to me that everything that is in the material world, because it has a commonality of rudimentary basic makeup of existence, that they were the products of one mind, one creator, who from that simplicity gave diversity to them, or gave complexity, and out of that complexity created diversity of entities within that one world from that one creator.